it's Melody Lane here, and today I have some cards. I've already made 5 cards, and I have 2 more I'm gonna make for you on the camera. This is the first one I made from it. It is a sidestep card. Try to slide on, see if that helps. Do you like it? And it is, you can tell by the back, it's welded. Those letters are welded on and then added on top. So here's another one. And I was kind of in a monotone mood because they're all kind of close in color. This one I also embossed. And see, they're written on too. They say, live every moment, love beyond words, and laugh every day. And I really like these too. But I have something special to show you. Because these letters on top are not welded, they're kind of hard to put on. So I used vinyl. Yeah, I used vinyl on my cards. It was so much easier. There's even vinyl on the butterflies. I learned this idea from Rosie Andrews. Thanks, Rose. You're awesome. She uses vinyl on her cards, and I thought, I never thought of that one. Why not? It's already got adhesive on it. So much easier. And here's one more. And of course, you can add more bling to them. You can do so much more. I have so many more ideas for different words. And the best part is, if you're a Patreon of mine, you get the file for free. If you're not a Patreon, you can make it yourself. But I really like these. I'm gonna move the camera down so you can watch me make it. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to save space when you're cutting this card. Here is my card. These M and V's show this is a mountain fold, valley fold, mountain, valley, mountain. That one's a mountain fold. Okay, so now we're gonna hit go. I'm gonna show you, I wanna cut 2 of these out at a time just because it'll save so much paper and save time and get lots done. Okay, so we hit the 2, but it didn't change it all. You have to remember to hit apply. Okay, and that looks all right to me. I could probably save a little space. Turning these, move that over and move that. Although, when I cut this, I actually didn't even do this. But remember, you can move these things around and save some space. Saved a little bit of space. Well, anyway, so here it wants to use the full 12 by 12 paper, and then this one only has those few things. So what I'm going to do is hit 12 by 24 material. I'm lying to design space. And what I'm going to do is, I can't get this straight. I'm going to drag these up here. And they won't go sideways, so I'll do them upright this way. This one might actually fit. It's a tight squeeze, so we'll just go upright again. I can put it up here. There. And then I'm saving all this space on my machine and a whole piece of paper because we were only doing it in one. And then this one, I want to use an 8.5 by 11 paper, but this is a little bit bigger than that. So what I'm going to do is turn this upside down. And you might notice it has writing on it. And so it doesn't matter if it has writing on it. it will write it no matter which way it goes. Now this will fit on 11 by 8 paper. If you put the 11 across this way, it goes all the way here, and 8.5 goes down to here. So we have plenty of room. We don't have to use a 12 by 12. And then here, same things. I like to flip the butterflies. Notice when it turns red, that means the line around here is you're cutting it too close. It's going to cut off part of it. See? I'm not going to worry about these little ones down here. But this way, I can just use a small strip of paper here and don't have to go all the way to the 12 inches. And then you'll notice in the last one are M's and V's for the mountain and valley fold. Don't cut those or write those. I just skip that and we're done. There's no other mat to cut. You can click the I on each one of these in Design Space so they won't show and they won't even come here. But really, that's more work than just clicking the little X up here. So I just leave them there. All right, now we're ready to cut. So now I'm going to cut all these out. So I also embossed these, and I did a video on embossing these. That will be coming soon on my Evolution Advance. Some people really like to see me do the embossing. Isn't that pretty? Love these. Okay, so these all go together. I don't want to mix them up. Oh, I could mix them up. Okay, but let me show you these butterflies. These butterflies, oh my gosh, the first butterflies I did, weeding the butterflies was a mess, a nightmare. It like took me hours to weed these with my little weeding tool to get all these little tiny things out. And then I realized I don't have to do that. I cut, this is my outdoor vinyl that I buy from Amazon. I'll put the link below. I love this vinyl. And I realized if I cut it on Vinyl Plus, and then I think I even did try cutting it on iron-on vinyl, even though it's not iron-on, I cut it on iron-on, it weeds much easier. And you don't have to weed it. Here's what I realized. All I had to do was lift that up and put it down somewhere else. Now these, you might say, oh, all the pieces. These smaller ones, I contoured so it didn't have all these tiny pieces because that I don't think they would have cut. They might have, but I don't have the Explorer blade anymore because it got dull. So when I get a new Explorer blade, it would totally cut that in this small size. When I did these big ones and I lifted them up, it had all the little pieces on there, and I took Scotch tape and took those off. Let me show you. Here's my little shoe someone sent me. So here's what I did to remove these off, just so I would have more space, because the bigger ones took up more space. And then you can place that back on there. How cool is that? No more weeding. But when I didn't use it on, if I just used it on the regular vinyl, I did have to weed it because when I pulled it up, all the little pieces came with it. So you got to make sure it's really cut out good. And right here is enough for 2 cards. So it only took up that much vinyl. See, I cut this off. This was a 12 by 12 piece. Actually, I've used it a couple times. Okay, now let me show you the easiest part of this. It's putting them on here. Okay, first, I'm going to take this. I got little pieces of vinyl on top from my tape. I put my tape on that. I always stick things to my table. This is contact paper. This is just a tiny piece of contact paper that you can use over and over to get these letters up. So here's the word laugh, and then this is where it goes. So I'm going to stick this on here. Till it comes up. Whoops. You have to rub it down so it'll stick. Oh, it might not stick. Okay, I got everything but the L. Started out with the L, but okay. So we're going to put these on here, right where they go. They should line up easily. And if you moved them or didn't line them up properly, I'm going to show you how to do that too. And push these on here so they stick to the paper. And then pull this back. And if you have this flatter, it'll pull back better. Okay, so now I missed the L. So I have to do that by hand, but that's easy. You just do it like you're putting on a paper with sticky on it. And you just line it up. See? Laugh every day. So let me show you. Showed you how to put the letters on. Let me show you how to make the card, how to fold it. Okay, to fold the card, it goes like this. There's a score line here, 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 and then here. This is the middle. There's a score line all the way across. There's also the slit here. And then there's a score line at the end of the slit. So there's one at the end of each slit and then a few in the middle. So this one gets folded like this. Okay. This is the center one, the only score line on this side of the card. Okay. And no two folds are the same next to each other. So because this one is a mountain fold, because it's going to stand up like that, then this one will be a valley fold. And it gets folded the opposite way. And this is Cricut paper. Cricut paper is really kind of awesome. I wish I would have discovered it years ago because it's awesome. Okay, because that's a valley, this one will be a mountain. And then the one on this side will be a mountain. And then because this one's a mountain, this one will be a valley. And this one will be a mountain. And then I like to fold it, and you really should use a bone folder, but I don't have one right here with me. I'm across the room and I'm doing a video. Don't want to be interrupted. Okay, and then this will go here. Let's go ahead and... Okay, I got a new piece of vinyl. Or it's not vinyl, it's the contact paper. I'm going to rub it on my shirt. I'm just going to stick it on there once so it's not so sticky. So it'll lift off the vinyl, off of here, but it will let it go. Lift it up slowly. And these eyes, actually the dotted eyes, are not going to stick to this card. There we go. And you do not have to use transfer tape with the vinyl. You can put each letter on by itself, but this is faster, unless you have trouble with it. It might be easier just to take it off easily with your finger. And then pull this flat and that will come off. Okay, I got this filled now. And we're putting adhesive here, but we're not putting it on the back of these letters because those letters will hang off the edge. You can ink the edges of these also. I did on a few of those. This top paper is not Cricut, it's Recollections. Okay, put the laugh on there. And we need to put the love on here still. There we go. I got it all in one time. There we go. Flip it over. Put some adhesive on it. Stick it on here. Now, you're almost done with the card. You could just have it like this. You don't have to put any images over here. You can put any image you want here. But I'm going to do a few butterflies. So what I did, this cut file I'm sharing, you have to weed out all these pieces with the paper butterflies. It's harder than the vinyl. I made a background and I hid contour some of this. So some of these pieces, because this is the same butterfly as this, but I didn't want all these tiny pieces cutting out. I wanted you to see some of this color through this butterfly. Some of them will go all the way through, and some of them you'll see this color. So I'm just going to pull the butterfly off. Careful not to rip it. And then just stick it on here. I kind of like to line up the body. And I didn't do that so perfectly. Well, I really don't do anything perfectly. There we go. Do you like the butterfly? And then I also fold it up so it's more like that. You could fold this down too, just to give it more dimension. And then I'm just going to put adhesive right here in the center. And stick it on. I could add glitter or anything to these. I could just leave it like that. Okay. So I'm going to finish the, oh, we're not done yet. we have these. And on the cut file, I made 2 of these per one. One is smaller than the other of these, and you can kind of put these any way you want. I'm going to stick them here. I put, one is going to stick here, one side, and I put it more in the middle. So if I put it all the way to this end, it's kind of not going to be even. And then I'm going to put one here. So it's going to hold these together more. So we're going to put adhesive on one side here and then on the other side here. So let me do that. So when you put adhesive on it and turn it over, you got to be careful so it doesn't stick. Okay, so we're going to put one side here, one side on the other side of here. Okay, so now it won't be so like spread out and it'll be easier to read. But now we have another problem. We have to fold this up. This doesn't have a score line here. I did that on purpose because I decided you just push it down when you fold it, and that's where the score line goes. So you can fold it. And I got a little extra adhesive here, so then it was sticking. But there you go. Okay, let me finish these and I'll come back and show you them when I'm done. Okay, I finished the cards. Well, actually, I just finished putting them together. I could put some glitter glue on here, or some gems, or anything. Could put brads on there. You could put ribbon on there. That's what I forgot. I didn't even think about putting ribbon. You could put ribbon on here. It'd be so pretty. Oh, and this one I didn't put the other piece to hold them. See, this is how it is without the piece holding it together. See? And then this is how it is with just one piece holding it together. And you could put another one here. From here to here, you could put another one. And that would hold it better together. And see? I really love these cards. And these cards can be for anything. Thank you. For me, these are going to be thank yous. I'm going to write my message on the back. Maybe start it here, go down here, or start it here and finish here. They could be just thinking of you. They could be so many different things. It's a home decor. You don't even have to give it to anybody. You can keep it for yourself. Because I just love that saying. Live, love, and laugh. Alright guys. Thanks for watching. This is what it looks like flat. Thanks for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. If you like this video, click like and leave me a comment. Let me know you're watching. Thanks guys. Love you. Bye. I just want to give a big shout out to some of my Patreons. Tabitha Carroll from Shutterscape Creations, Rosie Andrews, Mandy Pence, Kathy Hanusa, Denise Tuttle, Nancy White, Melinda Spurlock, Carolyn, April, Carolyn Chase from the DragonflyFoundation.org, Jerry Dental, and Kathleen Tilley. Thank you guys.